I am in front of Kalama Vintage Warehouse. I don't know if I'm going to have time to film here because I am here to meet a friend of mine who I haven't seen in a long time, Stephanie from Thrifting Adventures. And she's got a lot to go estate sailing and garage sailing, I have a feeling. Well, when you enter this place, you go through a big, long corridor of art. Hello, Marilyn. It's kind of a mix of vintage and decorative items. I do see some older stuff back here. I've always liked these spelling boards. I think they're just neat looking. $25. An old gold pan that has been painted with a polar bear. Nowadays, gold pans are made out of plastic. Mary Gregory style, as we call it. The tumble up's nice because it's got the two pieces in cranberry glass. It is hand blown. It does have some wear. For $30, that's actually a pretty decent price. Mary Gregory really only worked for a short time, but everybody calls this type of thing Mary Gregory, even though it's really just white enamel paint. She worked for a very short time for the sandwich company in the 1800s, and somehow anything with a white outline of a child on glass has been attributed as her style ever since. This is Pilgrim glass with the Riggery, $9.95. Ooh, and the Viking ashtray for $10.95. Well, we have to get that in the blue meat color. That is a good price. Some cool lunch pail style tobacco tins. We see Union Leader and Dixie Queen fairly often. Philip Morris with the little lift tab there. This is from the 1920s or 30s, $11. And here we have a Fenton cranberry wheat vase. The wheat vases sell really well. Now the cranberry, $35 is a good price. They sell for about $50. Not cheap enough for resale, but a good deal for a collector. This looks like it's an Italian piece in the blue for $40. So the prices are really reasonable, especially for collectors. Kalama's always been a good place for collectors to shop, and there's always been a few resale deals. Here is a bunch of Treasure Craft Butterfly and Poppy. These were done in the late 70s, and this was the transition period when they started doing more and more kitchenware. $12 and $15 on the canisters are a good price. Well, I found Stephanie. I bought my glass. She's driving, I'm navigating. We have a route picked out, and we are looking for garage sales. Well, we are in a little neighborhood in Kelso, Washington, at a neighborhood sale. Old pan here. This might be a lodge. Ooh, it's hot. Japanese china set. Oh yes, the Royal China in the 80s did a lot of these.
More mugs.
Mugs galore, yes.
Heel.
Oh, here's Oz. No. Oh, it's Marion Gibright. Oh, and Holly Hobby is still going. After all these years, now made in China. Ah, I see what I like. It doesn't have the light in it, but it is the lenticular. George Hinka. $5. I think I have to have that. Spirit Grill. And then the Traeger grill, that's the fancy one. Collector plates, but nothing really at this one. I wouldn't mind the kayak. This looks like it's a Lenox piece. $2.50, so that's certainly cheap enough. Let's see what the mark is. Oh, it's the blue mark, so this is older. Blue mark is before 1953. Well, in that case, I'll take it. Liz Lux Art. Handmade. That's kind of interesting. Oh, they have stuff in here. These look like they're Santini. Rigeri, okay. German inlay. What was she saying?
Oh, these are prices of her mom's stuff. She passed away.
Oh.
This is 25 cents, 50 cents, $5.
Wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, try to be organized. Yeah, you know how it is when you clean out your folks' place, and
yes,
some was grandma's, like this is my grandmother's.
Oh, that's very sweet.
I actually had an auction place price it for me, but
Aw.
Yeah.
With the old ad from the Bonton in LA, yeah, that is cute.
Compact, so it's really just what it's silver, you know.
Oh, German silver, okay.
Is it okay? Look at you.
Well, it says it. Yeah, German silver is actually a nickel compound. Moroccan box. Austin products. We see those from time to time.
Ooh, this is cool.
Oh, I like that. It's like a...
Riding crops.
Yeah.
So what? Riding crop. Probably great-grandfathers.
Looking for silver marks on these because it's 10 for the set. They're not really a set. They're individual pieces. But if any are marked sterling, it's worth it. And that one is.
So that's a brand used to be different.
And that one is. It's thin, but yep, all are marked. I will take them all. These are probably worth it at the price of silver these days as well.
And those are clean cards that were like probably grandmas and great grandmas.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. Oh yeah, I do. I like perfume and stuff too. She's gonna let us look at vintage jewelry, so I think we should go ahead and take advantage of that. Oh yes.
You know, kind of needs to be restrung. Oh. And the jeweler's bench, John down at the jeweler's bench, prices. Yeah, grandma used to get that. So.
Very sweet.
And this was great grandma's.
Oh yes. Oh, I like those with the little enameling on the top.
Pins. I think they put them on sweaters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Like sweater guards. Yes.
And that thing is.
That's a full set. I like the stone.
And there's a collar in there somewhere. Look at that. That's a collar.
Oh yes. The faux beads. Those are neat.
Where's the name? My mother bought that in China. That's so cool. And my mother bought these freshwater beads in China in 2000, and she spent $100 on them, so I put 50.
Oh yeah. Well, that's very fair, really, and they're starting to be popular again. Yeah. Let's see what that looks like. I'm sure it's not gold, but it's probably worth taking a look. Okay, we are at Little Red Hen Estate Sales in Longview, Washington, and we are going to see what there is somewhere in here. Oh, I guess is it there? I guess they'll kick us out if it's not. Oh yeah.
Lady Gaga makeup.
Wow, that's cool. Stephanie just made a good point, which is if you see a free box, look, because people put some pretty good things in free boxes sometimes because they don't know, or they don't think, like she's got some really good makeup that she sold for a good profit out of one. Ah, the Bouffant hairdryer. A couple of them. Have a very nice day, but that's 20 bucks. That's more than I can pay for that. I remember those when I was a kid. And they've got little miniatures, $40 for that set though. Oh, if you were a campfire girl, you probably carried one of these around at some point. I see a Cabbage Patch. The middle doll looks like she's got composition.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Somebody made Santa Snoopy.
It's a lot of yarn.
Any good there?
No, wool is better.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go in the kitchen and see what there is. These match that enamelware that they made. That might actually sell. I have somebody who is looking for an A&W mug, and this one is the one with the states, and it's in pretty good shape. So I think we'll take that for $1. This is Fenton Hobnail, and it's a cute hat. It's only $4, but those are relatively common. This is Francoma, a Mount St. Helens bell, and this one shows the mountain exploding. Mount St. Helens Ash by Marty. I think I have one of these already though. Cute Victorian piece. Art in Crystal by Albert Arnitz. These are kind of nicely done. I like the butterflies. $18. I don't know this artist, so let's see if this is domestic production. It looks Scandinavian, but made here in Longview. Interesting. And one of the few engravers in the United States doing copper wheel engraving. Oh yeah, that was kind of an old technology in the 1970s when this was done. I like the paperweight the best. Some elegant depression glass here. This is a Fostoria piece on the Century blank. And some Fostoria American. The piece I like the best is actually the little bud vase. And I don't see a price on that, but it looks like water got in the bottom and was left and it's stained, so. Cute little stroller with a baby in it, $80 for the set. I do like them together. And here's a little bassinet. Let's see if this is real or reproduction cherry blossom. Okay, it is reproduction. It's got the slick feel of new glass, and the number of lines in the leaves is not correct. $8 on this plate. That is Spode Bluebird, a very pretty pattern of Spode that you don't see so often. And it does not have a gold rim, so people will still use it today. And a bunch of the roses. These used to sell for good money. These are by Beam. Oh no, they're Gorham, okay. There's a lot of rose enthusiasts in Portland, which is about 30 miles south of here.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like White Shoulders or something. Oh, Sarissa, huh? Yeah, I noticed you bought something sort of like that recently in one of your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing cassettes are good now.
Wrap ones nowadays.
Oh, that's what they want. That makes sense, because that was just right at the end of that. I remember I had iced tea on cassette. Yep. It's so weird when I see...
NWA.
It's so funny to me when I see Ice T and he's like on TV and I'm just like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, I know. You're old.
Here's a neat old Sessions clock. This is from around the turn of the century, and this has nice detail. They did make some nice clocks. They ended up making a lot of the novelty clocks in the 1940s and 50s. They're only asking $40. That's actually a pretty good price for these even today. Another Francoma set here with the washstand and pitcher. I do like things with milkweed in, and this little piece here, which appears to be a tray of some sort. I would consider getting that. Old hooked rug for $8. Ooh, look at these. Now these are really neat. These are out of probably a church, although it could have been anything. This Gothic inspired design was popular around 1920, and so was slag glass. They're asking $275 for the 3 panels. You could make a really neat screen out of them, and it is half off tomorrow. $75 on the table with the carving.
A wood shop down there, right next to our bed.
Oh, now this is cool. What in the world is that? Fuel would go in there, and this is some sort of a pumping mechanism. They're asking $125. I wonder if somebody here actually can tell us more about what the use of this piece was, because I don't honestly recognize it. Do you know what this is?
I don't.
I mean, it's like a fuel canister, and you'd open this, but what would you do with it? Huh? He worked for a warehouser in high tech, so he must have known. Foxes. This is sold. That's a typewriter, I'm sure, but we'll leave it alone because it belongs to someone else now. Old bandsaw. Neat old wooden play school set there. I like that. Blue ball jars are $5 each. Oh, now this one's interesting because it's a different company. I think I'm going to give that a try. McDonald is not one we see as often. These are from the Bicentennial when they did the blue again. This is another ball jar, which are what we usually see. Oh yes, Eddie Bauer playing cards with the old school, back when it was Bauer Sports Shop in just Seattle, before they went national. This is cute. This looks Japanese. I don't know that it will latch anymore because it's missing the part it would have attached to. But it's got, I think that's Mount Fuji. Little library book look there. That's kind of neat for $6. If it could lapse, I'd get it. Joy is everywhere. They don't look that joyful. Art Moderne dresser. That's kind of neat. I see some player piano rolls. We'll see if there's a player piano. Strolling bowling. I remember that from when I was a kid. They want $40 for the Nylint truck. Some neat old pieces of wood because this fellow, I believe, was a woodworker. Oh boy, he sure was. Yeah, he had the step drawer, that's for sure. This is a really good way to outfit a workshop if you are looking for stuff as opposed to buying new. And look at the huge vices. $45 on that one. Old Yankee screwdriver for $7. There are some collectors for those, but I don't see the bits. Old Oilers sell sometimes too. Chevron cars, they're cool, but that's about all I usually get for those. Some plastic models. The Expo World's Fair tray, $5. It's not bad, but I think I've got a couple of those. Cups and saucers. Queen Anne out of England. I think they all are. There must have been a store here in town that sold the Queen Anne. That one's a Royal Standard. This little piece is probably Noritake, I'm betting, the sauce bowl. Only $4. And yeah, it's the red mark in the Rosanna pattern from the 1930s. Neat old marble clock, $2.75. That might seem like a lot, but marble clocks tend to sell for big prices. Tomorrow at half off, that would be a deal. Comfy looking modernist chair there. $85, a little bit worn. Atwater Kent, this is the base for a radio. There would have been a detached speaker that went with it. And then look at this cool thing. This is a nice old trunk. It's got the liner, it's got the tray, and it's got the very pretty Victorian maiden on the inside. Buffalo nickels on that one, I kind of like. Yeah, $80. It's probably worth it.
Would you have to run a card with it?
Oh,
Got it? Okay.
That's pretty, $75. Looks like a malachite. All right, so we have a garage sale that's just down the street from the estate sale. Yeah, here we go. And we are right above the Cowlitz River. It's quite pretty here. The river was full of ash when Mount St. Helens exploded. Now, Stephanie buys newer stuff as well and clothes, so she'll be looking at things that I might not look at. But that's interesting because we all learn from each other. She was just telling me how she did really well on a bunch of American Girl dolls she got at a sale in Portland. Annalee, I haven't seen that one. Who knows, maybe with the 250th anniversary next year, that'll be a thing. Oh, I like that. That's a neat piece. I've sold those before. How much is it? 10? That's not bad, actually. Franciscan apple. Oh, that has a big doink. That's too bad. Where's my shirt? Cute little strawberry. There is a chip there, though. This is Nasco from Japan from the 60s. This is the Tom Tom the Piper's Son by Shawnee for $35. Yes, I know, the Stanleys. Yes, everybody thinks that. $30. That is a nice piece. This is Fenton, a nice big basket from the 60s. Oh, that's cute. $5, that's not bad. The dragon here.
I can't see. Is it?
I believe it's Benton.
Imperial.
Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
I have bad eyesight.
Made in Taiwan, but this is 80s when the dragon and dinosaur thing was big. Those are kind of neat, though. They look like they go with maybe Corel. I don't know. This is a new Martinsville pattern. That's the company that became Viking later on. Oh, okay. So they're like a go-along. Oh, that is cute.
You guys can, if you don't like the prices, throw me an offer.
Okay, thank you. Oh, Disney Villains. See, now this is the thing. These are the things you know that I don't, but that seems like it'd be good. It's Scentsy. Silver electroplate here. Oh, actually, you know, this has some dimension. There is some silver in that, and it's only $2, but, you know, you'd have to break it apart and try to peel that off, and it's not worth doing, and I'd hate to destroy a nice old thing anyway. Well, we are finding a lot of fun stuff that's going to end up in vintage malls like this one, and we're having a great time doing it. And if you're having a good time watching us, well, please click that thumbs up and let us know. And also do subscribe, and that way you can click the bell to be notified of future videos and keep up with all of our thrifting adventures all over the place. Well, these are sold, but that's pretty cool. This is a different kind of sale. Whole lot of models. Let's see what they got here.
Anything that has a price on it wasn't from us. It was a flea market seller or bought from your Goodwill. We just want to make a deal and get rid of everything, so bug us, pick on us, make an offer.
I like these ones that are weird.
A lot of the models have been put together, so go ahead and peek at them.
Thank you.
Anything that's been put together and has a piece like that has came unglued and in the box, I'm only asking $3 for.
Okay.
If they're still put together in good condition, $5. If they're in the plastic, I was hoping to get $10 for them.
These are these.
Customized kit.
Yeah. Interesting.
Kind of like the grills and everything over there for any of the AMT
Oh, yeah.
We'll interchange with the AMT stuff, and
Interesting.
so that we're like on the back.
Oh, I see. So this one,
You can see all the trickeries basically.
there's a lot of really cool models. Most of them have been made up, and they want them to not be made up because they want to do them themselves. But this was to take these promo cars you'd get from the dealer, and then you could soup them up and make them like hot rods and stuff. So I think I'm going to get them.
Oh, nice.
Funny gremlin. Oh, I loved the gremlin. They were funny anyway. Ooh, and it's the grape color. My aunt and uncle had this actual car. And it was a good car. It got like 160,000 miles. People think they're funny looking now, but they were actually pretty decent, other than the first year. That's cool. I love it. That's a great color. Oh yeah, let's see the bottom. Interesting. It's not Shawnee. I don't know who did it, but I really like it. It's a good color. $2? Oh gosh, yeah, you gotta have that. Okay, this one seems like it has cellophane, so maybe it's not been made up. Yep, okay. This is what we're looking for, is the ones that have not been made up yet and that are a little older. Okay, that one I can feel. That one's ripped. This is cute.
Sadie said she can't come in too.
Little bottle set for the bar. Thermos replacement filler. You know, a lot of people who are buying these old thermoses need the bottle. So I think we might put that aside. That's something that could make somebody's thermos that's valuable worth money again. 53 Studebaker, that was a great car, and a lot of them were souped up. That's interesting. That was one version of it that they didn't end up making. That actually is a neat looking front end on it though. Studebaker Avanti, that's a great car. That, well, it has the parts. It hasn't been made up. But does it have all the parts? I think it might be missing the engine. Darn. Lots of models. Yeah, this is a pretty cool sale to just stumble across. The big cord. Looks like one of them has been made up and one of them hasn't.
Appears to be a complete untouched.
Oh, wow, yeah. Interesting.
I'd be happy with $10.
I wanted this car so bad when I was a kid. Wow, and then there's glassware. Lots of glassware. Olympia sells where I am. 38 cents at Goodwill. That's been a while. We have lots of beer glasses here. A lot of this was made by Bartlett Collins in the 1970s. Spuds McKenzie, you know, that sells now. The party is on.
Cool now.
Well, you know, you kind of might be, because that's coming back. You might, yeah, you might want to get that if it's cheap enough. Lots of Steins, but these are the wrong kind. A&W with the States. Triple X root beer. I don't have the big one in my collection, so I think I'm going to grab that too. It's turned a little yellow from being in the sun, but it's just for me. Little tiny shiny bright. That might fit on my little tiny tree. We'll see what they want. I know they're not the really special ones, but I like the box. Gesundheit, which means healthiness in German, actually. Long distance. Get me good old Harvey Leach in Butte, Montana. First governor of Oregon, from the Oregon State Fair. 100th anniversary, so 1965. These are the older Gesundheits. Free premium, 1930s, I would say, or shortly before, actually. We've got the Olympic Games here. Oh, now here's some that look a little bit older. They may or may not be, but we'll take a look. Oh yeah, National China. These are rather old with the monks on them.
Free update, I have to relearn my phone.
This one also from about 1910. And in the back we have a ewer. He's smelling the flowers. Burnham's clam bouillon and fluid beef. Fluid beef, ugh. Sadler made this. Sir Harry Hotspur Percy. Died 1403. I like this one with the lotus the best. German from about 1910 again. A little bit scratched though. Oh, Golden Jubilee. This is 1960 for the Boy Scouts. Somebody decoupaged that and made it. That's cute. Bohemia beer from Canada. Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. And it was sold by Six, which was out of Seattle. I kind of like that. Emil Six, he was the big brewer in Seattle for a long time. This is very greasy. Oh, and the paper's coming out, but that's actually a pretty good oiler because it's got a good graphic. Cure economy jar. This is interesting. I've been buying jars today. This one has a different kind of handle on it, as you see there. 1903. Yeah, this is another one out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma had more manufacturing of glass and pottery than we realized because it had natural gas. Genuine pigskin, that is a razor strop. Look at that fun zebra. Rubik's Cubes, I never could do those. Donut maker for $1, that's cute. Nice little travel alarm with the phosphorescent hands there. This is advertised as a sort of garage/estate sale. These are old. See if this is Monkey Pod. Mexico. Kitties, lots of kitties. This one has rhinestones. $1.49 when it was new. Victoria Ceramics.
Oh, wow. Sounds like cats.
Yes. Yeah, my mom would have been all over this. Looking for the quality of painting as much as anything on these. That one's kind of cute because it has whiskers. This is trying to look like Wedgwood, but it's not. Frogs, frogs, frogs. I like the old chalkboard, but I have a big chalkboard already I need to find room for. I think this is newer. It's heavy. It is hand blown. Leonard made the big picture there in the 1970s. $40 on the coffee grinder is about right. Let's see if there are any geisha with the lithophane in the bottom. That's Geisha Girl from the 30s, but I'm looking for the ones that have the design in the bottom. Here's Fami Rose. Looks like early 20th century. If that's cheap, it might be worth getting.
I don't know if we're gonna sell it used separate out of that box. They the whole box for $30.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to ask her up.
Okay. Well, I'm honestly only interested in the one plate, but I'll ask her if she's willing to separate, and if not, I'll just put it back. $100 is not a bad price on the old oak phone, actually. Used to be that would have been a no-brainer price. And it looks to me like it'll open. Let's see what the inside looks like. It's got the Magneto with all the instructions. Kellogg switchboard.
It's better if there's the sets.
Oh, yeah, the McDonald's toys.
Yeah. It's all Miss.
Individuals, yeah. Oh, Miss Piggy. So you got Monster High and Barbie dolls.
I have this one.
Who is that?
Old, it was a show they had for a couple years, and it might have been Jim Henson that made it. I can't remember. Do you remember that show? The dinosaurs?
No.
Oster Ice Crusher. That'd be useful if you had the rest of the set. A 6-ton hoist, wow.
The heating pads they make nowadays are not as strong as the one.
Right. They don't put as much power, yeah. Old English brass door knocker. It's true, though. There are some things it's just like, it's better to get it at a garage sale because they made them better then.
Those are kind of retail prices. I've been working with people on. If you're interested in something, we can talk about it.
Oh, Monster High, that's it. That's so fun. Yeah. Well, and then all the Barbies, and you only paid $8 for the whole bag. Cool.
They're modern, whatever.
Okay, we're at another garage sale, and there's a bunch of stuff. A bunch of DVDs. I mean, this is another area that if you know what you're doing, but I don't. All or Nothing, Milli Vanilli. Turned out, well, it was more nothing.
Oh.
That's creepy. Oh. This is why people are afraid. It's possessed. Oh, my grandmother used to make these. For you, Dad, on your birthday. Yes, how we recycled and reused and repurposed in the old days. Oh, this thing is just never going to shut off.
Let's go to the next one.
in the middle of the table. These are Fostoria, actually. They did the Versailles on this and Trojan and some other patterns in the 1930s. $1.50 is certainly a good price, but it's the sherbet size, and people don't really use those much. But I see behind it, oh, it's as is. That's too bad, because this is a big Matryoshka doll, and these are very popular now. Old silver-plated gravy boat. Looks like a 1920s design. She was one cocktail away from proving her mother right. Oh dear. Oh, the San Diego Zoo. This would have been from about the time I went there when I was a little kid, because they had flamingos and I thought they were very exotic. Then I lived in Florida and actually saw them in the wild ones. Down here we have a little bit of vintage glass and some Fiesta from the post-1986 era. I see saucers that go with cups, but I don't think we have the cups to go with them, do we? Not sure they could have survived being in here if they did. Look at the cuss box. If you say naughty things, you have to put money in it. 1 cuss a nickel, 2 a dime. 3 cusses, you ollie ought to put in the box at least $1. $1 for the wild turkey shot glass, I'll take that. This looks like a Mexican piece here. Well, it might be more new than that, actually. Yeah. Oh, the sun catcher is cute. I don't think that's a Blanco, but I think it's one of the American companies. Well, they say Blanco, and it's priced like it. Japanese chieftain from the 50s or 60s. I do like the cow. Not sure who made that, but that's cute for $10. 76, and it's a bell. $4 on the chintz cup and saucer. Briar Rose. Lord Nelson ware is one of the bigger makers. You can see where the transfer breaks, so they're not as good quality, but still $4 for chintz. I think we're taking it anyway. This is a Metlock's Blue Homestead Provincial bread bowl. I used to sell a lot of this pattern, but I don't have any more in the blue. It is a serving piece though, but these prices are great. And the condition's not bad. At $1 a piece, yeah, I think we're gonna get these. It's an older mark. There are 5, I'm gonna take 4, even though the price is great, and I could take all 5. I like to have even numbers because people will buy them as sets. They have normal wear, not anything extreme. I don't see any deep scratches. Yeah, and the big dinner plates. So this is a luncheon size and this is a dinner size.
These ones are all $8. Okay, I can do half price on them.
They're for my friends, so I'm not I just sent for a bunch. Teresa's looking for aprons.
Oh, really? Hey, this is a California pottery piece that I recognized for $2. Cigarette box. And on the bottom it says, Barbara Willis, California. She was one of the first to do this graffito and the intentional craquelure. And I'm going to get that. Makes me wonder what else is under there. Pumpkin buckets for $2 each. Here's something kind of pointless. It's a repop to look like an old fan. Why wouldn't you just get an old fan? What's that going to do for you? Oh, how romantic. I've seen these in green with Christmas designs. They're from the 50s. There are some cute ones. I like the one you got first, though, but actually I see a kind of cool pile going. Lusterware from the 30s, but then you have this interesting design around the edge. Desert Rose gravy boat. Oh, interesting. They say these are taper candle holders, and they are, and those are actually harder to find. They've got the original box. In the old days, that would have been an easy pickup. Now they don't sell for as much. It's so cool that they have the box, but they really only go for about $20 each now. Italian lobster dish. A 1960s version of the 19-teens design. Ah, the Goebel Monk, but these are in the red. $10 for 1 mustard jar and 1 shaker. These look like Eastern European. Polish, yes. I saw a whole storeroom full of this when I was in Poland. It's neat stuff. Oh, and the hardwood bowl set. Yes, that's right out of the late 70s or early 80s.
Another Annalee.
Yeah, and there's one over there too I found in a box. Yeah, but I like the duck. Big fancy mirror. Hello, everybody. Does Hildy the honeybee look like? This looks like it's from the 70s. Oh, it hasn't been used. That's helpful. Oh. Oh, that's pretty. It looks like Cruel almost. Yeah, that is. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, this is all about how the bees actually work. We need more of them. You know what? Silly as it is, I have someone in the family who's become an apiarist, and her birthday is soon, so I think we're going to get that too, if this will peel off without ripping. Here is the Moroccan table the woman was mentioning. It's $50, which is actually a good price. It needs a little refinishing. Only problem is I'm running out of cash. Well, there's a free pile, and we're going to take a look, and then there's stuff for sale. So we're going to take a look here first, because my friend Stephanie told me that she finds good stuff in the free pile sometimes. And I think she might be right, because I like the hat box. Those are newer than they look. But, you know, $0 is a good price to start with if you're trying to make money reselling. Older sprinklers actually sell if they work. Well, I think I'm going to take that sprinkler there. All right, now let's look at the stuff they have for sale. Only $5 on the old school desk, but there is not room in the car we have for me to take that. That's a great deal, though. They sold these displays. That would be useful, that one, in a place where you're selling books or something flat. Maps, paper ephemera. Handmade wool rug, $2. Those are cute. Prices are certainly good. We're at the point in the day where I think people are ready for things to go away. I just bought a bunch of these, but $2 is awfully inexpensive. And $1 is definitely cheap. These are old spindles from textile factories. People use them as candle holders now. So I think we'll take 3 of those for $5 worth. $1 for the Noah's Ark Susan Wingate. I mean, again, if you were going to put that on eBay, you just put 99 cents, no reserve, you would make money on that. Old Juicer, the Juice King. These always ended up getting corroded for some reason. Afghan. I like this style, but it's got a lot of pilling, unfortunately.
And feel how heavy that glass is. Oh, yeah. That's remarkable. So I have no idea, but it was so pretty. Well, that's it, you know? Yeah. I don't think I ever had the...
How much is it?
From my mother.
How much is this?
That is free.
It's free. You want it?
I would love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's actually a tradition. And these are all free.
These are Puritan pottery, 50 cents. It's so inexpensive for the little teapot, I'll take that too. I mean, the prices are great. They are just bailing on stuff.
I know, right?
And then there was all this. So we are still looking. Oh, look at the bark cloth dress. That's the best part of this doll. Wish they had the fabric. Some patterns for Raggedy Ann's. Let's see what age the patterns are. I was reprimanded by a viewer recently because I passed up 1940s and 50s era patterns because the condition wasn't great, and she said I could still have used those. So now I am going to look, but these all seem like 1980s and 90s. Oh, cool.
This was such a weird movie, Return of Oz.
I heard that that was really strange. I never saw it.
Oh, it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very weird. The bad characters are like these weird creatures that have wheels for arms and legs.
Oh, wow.
And they laugh and they go around. It's really creepy.
Oh, it sounds interesting. More quilting patterns, lots of quilting patterns. I have a friend who's a quilter, but she's got so much fabric and so many patterns. I don't think she needs more. This was the guy who did Bloom County. I did not know he did this book, Red Ranger Came Calling, based on Christmas of 1939. Oh, that looks interesting.
My would read this to me every night.
Oh, how sweet.
Very popular in the 80s.
Okay, we have one more stop to make, and here is an old Buick 8. That's a cool old car. We are headed to Kalama's other antique mall, and we're gonna go in there and see where all this cool stuff that we got cheap goes when it grows up. Just got into the first space. A pair of trench art vases, and they made them exactly the same. This is Shawnee pottery. That's from the 1940s, and it's $29. You can see the little bit of a tip in the S there, actually. Nice price on the Blue Ridge pottery shell here, $24. You actually don't see that one as often as you see the handled relish dish that they have underneath it here. I like the all over floral patterns that they did. All hand painted, all made in Eastern Tennessee. Chef Porky, that's fun. Only $20 on that. That seems like a good price, but it does have a little bit of a harrowing crack. It looks like one of the DeForest of California, but it does not have their mark, and it's a little more lightweight. So it might actually be Japanese, done in their style. This place is kind of a catacomb. There's lots of stuff in different directions. I'm not sure which way Stephanie went, but we'll find her. I have a viewer whose husband is in the Masonic band in Colorado, and they look for Masonic stuff. This is a neat old mug. München Hofbrau from about 1910. This is neat. The horse. This is a nice old piece of Royal Doulton. Autumn is the name of it. And it looks very autumnal. This is going to be from the arts and crafts era sometime around 1905. Stephanie pointed this out. I really like the Roscoe toy. Champ the obedient dog. That is really cute. It's cute. Comes to your whistle or voice command. Wow, they had voice command back then.
Crazy.
Hazel Atlas Platinite in all the colors. Platinite means it's fired onto the glass, so it's milk glass with a color. And then this is the Fire King with the snowflakes. That's the Tree of Life pattern. Saw one of those in a thrift store in Vancouver, and I should have bought it. There is a pretty Russian lacquerware box, one of the fairy tales there. That is priced at $85, which is a pretty good price for a larger one. Look at the delicacy of the painting on that. Richardson root beer. I think that was out of Rochester, New York. And then Anne sells ales with the squirrel. I believe that's English. 1930s Orphan Annie doll. Bet she has pupils in the eyes. So they didn't do it right. Del Nancy made some really fun crystal pieces in the mid-20th century, and I like this big powder pigeon. Earlier, Lundberg Studio butterfly vase. And everything over $10 is 35% off in that space, so that makes that somewhere in the range of $95. I think that's a pretty good price for that. This could be for a big train, but I have a feeling it's actually for some sort of a store, or so that your kid brother or sister would stay out of your room. And they're asking $12 for it. Some nice Lutz style pieces here in the $75 range from about 1900. I like the texture. Once upon a time, all of the grunge bands were just regional. This is Mudhoney, the Scientists. Very interesting graphic. This would have been a bill to put on telephone poles in Portland, letting people know that they were coming to Dante's. So this is from back in the day. And they are asking about $60 with the discount. None of us imagined that these bands were going to suddenly become famous. Fun grouping of clocks here in the window. West Clocks, Big Ben, St. Regis. All of these are pretty collectible, but these are mostly parts, so they were only asking about $12 each for them. Yeah, we were just looking at these and commenting that, you know, it's fun to do a cute display, but you can't really see the stuff they're trying to sell. Now, if they were solid color like that one, that's a little better. In your desire to make fun displays, just make sure you remember that the merchandise has to be presented. On the other hand, this is a nice way to display miniatures and things because it would be so hard to root through a box, and yet someone took the time. So you have everything from German coins to little dog figurines to dollhouse miniatures, Barbie utensils, and you can see what they are. McCoy Apollo decanter, that's something that I could take to Florida. $25 is a pretty good price. It's not quite enough to double my money. It's a later McCoy, so you'll see the stylized logo on the bottom there.
I've never seen some of that.
I have never seen that piece, actually, yeah. And it does definitely look like it's that vintage.
Yeah. That look at the cord.
There's something about the color of fluorite I always really enjoy. Another form of repurposing. I've seen this with license plates. I saw a purse made out of these like this, and I also saw things like this in Mexico when I was traveling down there. $19 on the fire pump tank is a pretty good price. These would actually be worn on a backpack. Air-cooled, patented, but it is missing the hose. Zito's Apple used to have this, and it now belongs to one of our viewers. Huckleberry Hound. Hanna-Barbera when this first came out, 1958. This is a moon and stars you don't see very often. This is the small oil lamp, and in the Capri blue color too. And they are asking $95. It's actually a fairly scarce piece in that line. More minerals, desert rose in chalcedony, raw garnet. Santa, oh, I like that one. Oh, those are the Paul Parrot shoes, yeah, that you'd get when you were a kid to keep you from squirming when they were putting shoes on you.
Really?
Yeah, those are pretty great. Those are from the 50s, I think, 40s or 50s, $9 each. That's not bad. This is from Belgium. There is some cool Belgian pottery. This looks like a piece from probably the 60s or 70s from the colors. They're asking $64. Below it is a Francis and Coronado Gardenia bowl. That's a hard piece to find in that pattern because it wasn't exactly the same as the dinnerware, but you put it in the middle of the table. I am at my storage locker. I'm putting this in the video so that you can see the haul from today. We really found some cool stuff and the prices were good. The first two items were from the antique mall, and this is the Viking Blue Neck. It's the smaller of the two sizes. These still sell for $35, $40 now. And it was $10.95. And then there was this. Now, look how filthy that is with dog hair. Would you put this in a mall space looking like that? I have to admit, I put things in that were not pristinely clean, but never with dog hair. However, because of that, it was only $15, and they sell for around $30 now. And I'm a little low on Fenton. The first estate sale, the only thing I bought was this, McDonald. It's a more obscure brand. They sell for about $25 to $30. I paid $5. Then we found the estate sale that was only listed on Facebook, so we just stumbled across it because we saw a sign. They were selling a whole container full of stuff. This is a Kerr Economy with the old bale, 1903 patent date, and these sell for about $15. The thermos, this is a replacement filler, and actually, I think I'm going to put this online so that somebody who has a valuable thermos can replace their glass if it's broken. I think these sell for about $20. And if you're not from the era where you remember these, well, there it is. A glass liner in all of its glory. If you dropped your thermos, you'd hear a horrible crunching sound, and then you had to pour out the contents and get one of those. Bohemia beer, I like this because it's related to Six, which was a Seattle brewery, even though this particular one was in their Prince Albert brewery. I did not realize that they produced all the way over to Saskatchewan. The vintage Fire Chief has not been put together and has some of the original cellophane. These two have not been used, and so they're all original and intact, and this is all original and intact. The cord sells for about $60 roughly. And then the shiny bride ornaments, they were just cute. They're the little ones. I might just keep them for my little Christmas tree. All of that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items, $30. So that's about $2.50 each. We went to some other sales. One of them, they were very generous. They were giving a lot of stuff away, actually. I wanted to buy something from them, so I bought more of these industrial spools that people use for candles or just because they look quaint on a shelf. Because they gave me the Rainbird sprinkler, which should sell for about $15. And they gave me the Pyrex trivet, which should sell for, probably $10. So since they gave me $25 in free merchandise, I didn't mind to spend $5 on stuff that'll probably sell for another $15. So that was a pretty great deal. The telephone, this was the other estate sale we went to. Everything else was a garage sale, but the phone was what I really liked. I was surprised it was still there. They were asking $100. They sell for $2. They gave it to me for $90. So there's a little extra margin, but it's really clean, no damage, complete. When you crank it, it's got the magneto, it rings. Some people want to have that because they're going to use them as a way to ring the phones in the house to have a telecom system in a large house. This was 50 cents. It's Puritan pottery, the little teapot. I just couldn't leave it for that price. This they threw in when I bought the phone. Then we went to another garage sale where they were selling a bunch of stuff from someone's old antique booth. She wasn't able to keep in the business because she was having some mobility issues, which was unfortunate, but we got some neat things from her. $4 for the Lord Nelson chintz cup and saucer, $1 each for the Royal Albert. And this is what they have them priced in the booth. I mean, I couldn't believe nobody bought these for $1. The dinner size should sell for about $15 each, and the luncheon size for about $10. They have lightware. I might price them at half that and just flip them to a dealer at that price. The Yellow Rose of Texas. It's actually called Tea Rose. This was $2. This is Barbara Willis, a pretty well-known modernist California pottery designer. This is a piece that usually sells for $20 to $25. The neighborhood sale, the Lenox Swan, $2.50. It has the blue mark. Needs to be cleaned, but it is all there and in great shape. And a nice design. Lenox's designs from before the 1950s are really quite elegant. Brushes, all of them are sterling. I like the face on the Art Nouveau. This is a rather plain little one, and this one has nice flowers, but all of them are marked sterling. Now, it's not a lot of silver. I mean, this might be the 1/5 of an ounce. This might be 1/4 of an ounce. This might be an ounce. Silver's like $37 an ounce, which is why I bought the candlestick holders. They are weighted, so they feel a lot heavier than they really are, but they're Rogers. They have a nice looking design. They're from about 1940s or 50s, and they were $30 for the pair, and I know from having sent these to scrap before when they were in damaged condition, they're usually about an ounce to an ounce and a half per. So I figure we got 2 to 2.5 ounces of silver for about half price. And then they very kindly, because I spent $50 on all that, put this little Florentine box in for free. And the other two things were the Famous Paintings game from the 1890s and the Forbidden City, which has pictures of the Boxer Rebellion amongst other things from China. And that one's pretty good. The one on the left should sell for about $24. The one on the right, we're going to feature that on an eBay listing, and we'll tell you all about it. So all in all, a pretty good haul for one afternoon, and especially for mainly going to garage sales. This has been so much fun.
It has been.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This was just great, and wow, we found a lot of good stuff today.
We had good prices. We had good Mexican food. The weather was perfect.
Yeah.
Everything worked out perfectly.
It was great. I can't wait to do this with you again. And I hope all of you enjoyed it too. If you did, hey, leave a thumbs up and let people know you like this video, and we will come back and do cool stuff soon. Bye.
If you enjoyed this video, check out this one. Also, click thumbs up to like this video and check the description for information about our Patreon, our memberships. We've got a lot of different levels with different perks and bonus videos and early content. Also, please do check out our website, theantiquenomad.com, for appraisal help. And we'll see you again for more adventures in the antique and vintage community soon. Bye for now.